So my name's Steve Taylor. I'm the CEO of Bluerush. We are an interactive personalized video company. We're going to get more into that. The problem we solve is customer engagement. So all of us, everybody in this room, we're all inundated with information. We all suffer from information overload. And as a result, our attention spans are dwindling rapidly. There's actually a bit of science up here. This is a study by Microsoft that suggests that our attention spans a few years ago were 12 seconds. Now they're closer to 8 seconds. And the goldfish is held steady at 9 seconds. So that's where we are now. We're worse than the goldfish. This is a real problem. The solution to this problem is not 4-second ads. It's to figure out how do you engage with customers. And with interactive personalized videos, we've figured out how to do that. So here's a couple of examples, and I can spend a lot more time on these examples if you come visit us at our booth. There's quite a bit of richness to these case studies, but basically a recent project for one of the big 6 banks here in Canada. We had 70% of the viewers watch more than 60 seconds of this video, and we drove an almost 45% increase for this customer in clicking a real call to action, which was, I want to be pre-approved for a mortgage. So significant lift for them, starts with the engagement. Similarly, 70% of pensioners here, and what we're doing is sending a personalized video version of a pension out, explaining your pension. 70% of them watch the entire video, that's 90 seconds. Okay, so you can't get that kind of engagement. And we had a 250% lift there for that customer in terms of people actually making additional contributions to their pension. So again, significant. Video is the fastest growing medium. Online video is the fastest growing medium on earth. There's all kinds of nice stats here. And just in the interest of staying under 10 minutes, I won't get into all of them, but it's an exciting medium to be a part of. And personalization, which is kind of one of the other legs on the stool for us, almost 100% of marketers have said they're going to spend more money on personalization in calendar 2019. So we have a sort of a perfect storm here between video and personalization. Just to give you a little more context on the market, so projected to be $22 billion by 2021. In 2018, that was $15 billion. All right, so this is a big market and it's growing quickly. Our forecast just into the financial services vertical based on our current pricing and a 10% penetration is that we can drive $45 million in recurring revenue just in the financial services vertical at Bluerush. 10% we feel is conservative because basically 85% of our sales funnel right now is greenfield. I don't know if I have to hit that twice. So just a quick overview of Bluerush. The company actually has been public for quite a while. We took over, it was operating mostly in a services model. We took over control of the business in late 2017. I took over as the CEO. And since then, we've really been very active in transforming the company to software as a service, injecting new capital into the business, and really upping the talent level of the management team and the entire company. We're also very proud to have Round 13 as our largest backer. They are a significant investor into the business, as am I actually. And these guys are great. A lot of tech investors talk about helping the business and getting involved and rolling up their sleeves. These guys really do that. So it's been great to have them on board and to be working with them. It's a 2-clicker. So I mentioned my name's Steve Taylor. I've been at this almost longer than I care to admit anymore, but I have been leading tech companies for 25 years. Pioneer in the software as a services industry back before, I don't know if anybody remembers when it was called ASP or Application Service Provider, and the banks hated SaaS companies and everybody hated them. That's when I started getting involved in that. So I've been at this a while. I've had some nice wins along the way. And really proud to be running Bluerush right now. I've brought in Dave Badoon, who's actually here with us today. He's my CFO, and he comes to us from Rogers. Jeff Billier, who's worked the last 20 years in the United States for a large consulting firm down there. He's got a great network down there. Ted Mercer below him was my VP sales at my last company, which I sold to Class Capital, so known quantity, one of the best in the business as far as driving high growth SaaS businesses. And then the three other guys up here, Richard, Larry, and Len, were with the business already, and they've all found meaningful and important roles. So this is a team I'm very proud of. It's a team that's been put in place for the type of growth that we're expecting in the coming quarters and years. So very proud of the team. We actually have two products. So I've talked a little bit about IndiVideo, Interactive Personalized Videos. Okay. We have another product which is called Digital Reach. This is used by over 100,000 financial advisors across Canada, essentially to store, send, and track important marketing and compliance documents. So very automated workflows for financial advisors. Broadridge is a reseller of that platform for us. If anybody knows Broadridge, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and they've sold us to over 30 banks. So we've got tremendous upside with IndiVideo, also with Digital Reach, and then we have an integrated roadmap for the two platforms that provides a whole bunch of synergies for us. That was a mouthful. In either case, there are a number of different applications for these technologies. Billing, customer care, customer engagement. Really, any time you're sending something that somebody is unlikely to read, but they probably should read, like a wealth statement, like a bill, like a pension statement, a mortgage statement, that's where we really shine, because we can engage with people and we can explain things and we can get them to take an action. So that really actually is a significant market. You can see all the verticals also down the side there. The 44 million that I talked about earlier at 10% is only for FIs. We're talking to companies in all these verticals. So the sky is the limit. The opportunity is significant for our business. This slide is basically just talks about the kind of three things that we focused on in the first year. As I think I mentioned, I took over December of 2017, so a little more than a year now that I've been at this. But really the first thing we did was sit down and start growing the pipeline. We've invested heavily into the R&D and really transitioning the company to a software as a services business and strengthening the team. I mentioned the management team, but that's really all the way up and down the company, just bringing in A talent across the board, sales, marketing, operations, R&D, and all of that to set the stage for growth. And this is also important. We've been a little bit lucky, and it's been, I would say, you know, sometimes you make your luck, but the projects that we're doing are for some of the best companies in the country, and there's some not listed here. We're having a lot of success in South America as well. But we really are working with the best brands in the world right now, and we're driving the kind of results that I explained to you earlier. That makes selling to the next company a lot easier, obviously, when you're driving case studies from companies like this. At the same time, we have a robust partner ecosystem that we put in place. Microsoft, super important to our partnership, both in terms of our technology roadmap and accelerating that, but also as a co-sell partner and helping us get into new accounts and new markets. I have no idea how I'm doing on time. Oh, yes, I do. There's a countdown. I'm not doing well on time. Main takeaway on this slide here is gross margin performance in 2018 started to improve. And we can make all these, I think all these slides are available to you. And really, in our first quarter of 2019, which ended in October, you can start to see everything really start to take off. Recurring revenue, top line revenue, gross margins, every part of the business really started to grow. And getting waved to hurry up here. 20 seconds left. Bruce, you didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could do it. The first dry run of this was 20 minutes. We've got a great market opportunity. We have a great management team and lead investor in round 13. IndiVideo is a disruptive product in a great market, and we have blue chip customers and great partners to build upon as we go forward. That's it. We're done. Thank you.